Hey, listen, I am not. Some of us aren't voice actors, Kimona.
No, I'm sorry. It sounded specifically like not Brock Lesnar. Who am I thinking? It sounded like a WWE promo.
It's probably a mixture of like a bad Hulk Hogan, a bad Vegeta,
something like that. Yeah, good combination, and a good combination.
Listen
of
here,
characters. If you want to show up on Namek and prove that you're the baddest Saiyan to ever live, you're gonna come out here. You're gonna take down that Captain Ginyu. No,
all right, anyway, we're going to get into this, though. We're starting off here at the Godai Delta.
The classic starter stage, many people will end up here. Gerotan on the Ranno, Bees on the Absa. Bees, who I have had a few matches with online, so I am familiar with the Absa. This is also the matchup we play. This is definitely one of those matchups where it's even, but neither player is having fun.
Yeah.
Because trying to hunt down an Absa that wants to make some distance from you as a Ranno, very difficult. He's not a slow character, but his air drift is really bad. And you know what? Absa has a lot of air drift.
Yeah, I mean, he does get those benefits, though, like when he's throwing out aerials, you know, the fast fall, or the, what's the, I completely forgot what the technique is.
Hit falling?
Yeah, hit falling. Like, his hit falling does work really well, and he is able to, like, you know, it's not like he sends his opponents too far. He's able to kind of work off of that. But yeah, I do remember that you play Ranno because you love that soft, like, reverse back air or whatever.
Oh, I love that. It's not usually super applicable against
Well, it's
Absa.
not melee Shi, you know.
Well, yeah, well, and the big thing is that just in this matchup in particular, you're going to look for a lot more of that, right? You're going to look for strong aerial hits. You're probably not going to get very long combos against Absa. If you can keep her feet on the ground, that's great, but you're likely not going to, and that's why you have to look for starters like hit fall nair, up air, or something like that. And meanwhile, on Absa's end, it's just try and Toro the Ranno until you get him far enough away and like sort of out of position that you can just start throwing out strong moves like the Thunder Line, which got extended on the bubble. Yeah, and I think that's what threw off the timing for Gerotan.
That was also just really well placed too, because while Ranno was just kind of doing whatever off the side, they were able to place their cloud off to that angle. So like once they kind of figured out what they were going to do, how they're going to get off, you just activate that lightning, and all of a sudden you got a great, ridiculous hitbox. But like was able to kind of clean that up. So that was very, very well done. But as they continue to push forward here into this game, I mean, right now it does look like Bees, is technically behind, but they're controlling the pace here. I feel like very, very well.
Yeah, which is absolutely what you want to be doing as Absa. Again,
absolutely.
Dan did this to me, and I'm not going to blame you. It's not your fault, Skiff.
It is Dan's fault somehow.
It's not your fault.
Dan's watching right now and is giddy someone made his dad joke.
He's just cracking a small smile, going like, I was hoping it would happen someday.
Did you see that, honey? Did you see that?
It's funny because her name is pronounced Absa anyways. But so he got about a full stock lead for Gerotan here, and this is where it gets really tough for Absa, is that when you don't have the lead in this matchup, it gets significantly harder. I remember I had this conversation back in Smash Ultimate with Neighbor before, but like when you are a character that has good ground speed, having the lead is just like a nice bonus, right? It'll help you play a little bit better. But when you have poor ground speed like Absa and you're playing from behind, it's like you're playing from double behind, because trying to make up that space against your opponent who is now able to fully outrange you is really, really tough.
Yeah. Whoa, that was a very brave option, but also just great stuff from Bees, recognizing that the cloud was still there and able to get a hitbox on that. That was a brave play.
Yeah, no, I mean, you know that the Ranno is going to go deep, especially when you're, right up against the wall. Absa's pretty far out there, and you can just get that free damage, but not this time. Thunderline definitely came through. My goodness.
That could have been something so sick, but I don't blame Bees for not trying to like push it into a stock and instead just trying to get back to the stage. I mean, you were in a really bad position anyway, 152%. We're going to see Gerotan take out that first gain into their favor. So honestly, just very well done.
Yeah, I think that Gerotan just played that matchup super, super well. Did not have a lot of committal movement, which I think is really, really important. It's very easy to kind of overextend. Did Gerotan win that without his control set?
Hey, I won, but I could have won harder.
That is actually kind of crazy. Also, another Ranno that uses left trigger
the
to
face that Bees has right now, that's my face.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you were on the wrong controls.
I think he literally he was like, wrong controls?
Wrong controls and I got 2 stock?
Yeah. And again, I know that Bees is actually like pretty good at this game, but Gerotan definitely showing off, like, again, really solid matchup knowledge, not overcommitting with Ranno, had the combos down as well.
Yeah.
And I think the big thing is that this is not a matchup where you need to have like a lot of crazy kill confirms. Absa gets blast zoned very, very quickly.
Yeah.
And so being able to just hunt for stray hits and then play that distance game as Ranno is really helpful.
Oh, wow, okay. I just realized what stage we're on. Like, we actually choose to go to this stage when you're not, like, cracked?
When you're not scared, Skiff.
Yeah, that,
when you're not scared.
You know what? I can agree with that. But, you know, actually, if for it being an Absa counter pick, this is actually great. I mean, it just kind of it makes me worried that, like, you left the stage open, like, yeah, no one's going to go here. You're fighting the Absa player that doesn't mind going here.
Well, in particular, I'm a little surprised to see a Ranno player leave it open for two reasons. One of which is that, I mean, in this matchup in particular, you know, Absa is going to be a lot more reliable at getting KOs off the top. Don't know if Bees is going to be living here, will not be. So Downstrong finding a lot of connection. And so now, you know, we'll get to see. I was going to address a problem that Ranno has on the stage, but it's kind of irrelevant once the Ranno gets to play with the lead, which is that these side platforms are a gigantic pain for him to contest if his opponent wants to camp them.
Oh, yeah.
But now that you have the lead, you actually get to camp those platforms, and if Ranno has the lead, they do actually become quite a benefit, even against a character like Absa who loves to go in the air. And man, Gerotan is cooking.
Gerotan's absolutely cooking, man. Really on top of his stuff. That's what happens when you're playing on the right controls.
Proper controls set, and we are just moving.
Yep. All right, gonna recover there. Ah, okay.
Good mix-up.
Yeah. Very good mix-up. Going for that legend set. I mean, that could have been a really devastating position, but honestly, just great recognition from B saying, look, I gotta drift to this ledge. He's trying to get me up top there.
My goodness, big scoops with that up strong, and I would love to see Bees just like really slow the game down and try to force Gerotan to make a pretty risky approach, because so far Bees has just kind of been sitting at like a close to medium range, and it's exactly the kind of range that Ranno really loves to play at.
Oh, geez. Yeah, this is kind of a wash right now. I mean, Bees isn't even playing bad. I just think Gerotan's just like really on fire right now.
Really moving.
Yep.
Definitely a distance Absa can make back, and Gerotan did not go down to grab the ledge. You have to be a little bit more precise. You can't just wave dash the ledge in this game. You have to be, you know, pretty certain with that. But again, we just see that, you know, being able to throw out a stray aerial and get that KO on Absa is something that Ranno absolutely has in this matchup once you build up that percent.
All right, there we go. Yep, throwing out that lightning once again. But, man, Gerotan has not really been hit by that since, like, the first game, I feel like. There was one, actually, I think one hit in the second. No, this is the second. There's one hit in the first game. Yeah, that's actually, pretty much it.
Pretty much it,
Dude, I'm looping. I'm looping, like, myself right now. It feels bad.
Woo, just like we are looping these stocks quickly, Skiff. Gerotan is really up the pace. It's no longer, I'm just going to wait for my openings and slowly build up that damage. It's demolition time.
Yep.
Oh, caught the DI out as well. Probably was expecting a throw off of that. Instead, just getting the palm to the face. So Gerotan18 going to go ahead and grab that one with a 2-0 victory, and rather clean by the end.
Dude, I really got to give it up to Dan and the Rivals team. I love these low poly skins, man.
They're really good.
It just takes me right back to like PS1, Nintendo 64. Like, they need to put like Spyro in this game. Spyro would cook, and then you can literally just take his old model.
Just put it right in.
Just put it right in.
Just ported.
You can do that with him. You can do that with Crash Bandicoot. Oh, give me Crash, man. Whoa. Dan, give me Crash, and my life is yours. That's all I'm going to say.
Want to see a Bandicoot eye. Right on, brother.